I don't know how to start this, but I'm just gonna say it's on my mind. So you just have to start appreciating the journey, not being so caught up in the achievement of your goals. And that's not saying you shouldn't think about achieving your goals. Like obviously when I go to the gym, the goal I have in mind is to get bigger. Like I hit the ab machines for a reason. I don't hit them because they're fun. I hit them because I want abs. Do you know what I'm saying? But it becomes a bad habit when you lose focus, when you lose that kind of appreciation for the journey, like making that progress, and instead all your focus shifts towards the achievement of that goal, and you're worrying. You start to think, oh, it's taking so long. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get back to the gym and you see, oh, I don't see any more muscle, because you're not letting it happen. You are rushing the process instead of enjoying it, appreciating it, and letting it take its time in a way. Because, I believe that the universe has a plan for everybody, but there's different plans. You know what I mean? It depends on the route you take. If I decided to stay home instead of going play basketball with my friends, it would lead me towards a path in which maybe I enjoy relaxing more than I do going out. But I decide to go out today, play basketball with my friends, and then vice versa. Let's say I decide to go on a workout instead of play basketball with my friends. Sure, I'm missing out on basketball, but I'm focusing on myself. So that's what I feel like the universe does. It sets up these paths for you. Life is like one of those choose your own adventure books, really. And every decision affects the future. But back to the original point, you just have to learn to slow down and live a little, because life becomes so rushed when you focus on the goal, the end goal. You know what I'm saying? The 800 meter run I run the 800 meter for track. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 whole laps on the track. That's a lot of running. That's 800 meters. That's half of a mile. And I do it in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So that's what life is like when you focus on the end goal. When I'm running the 800, all I'm thinking about is getting to the finish line. How much longer do you think that run would take if I would focus instead on enjoying the run? Taking my time, enjoying nature. It would take like 5-6 minutes maybe. And that's what you have to do for life. You know what I mean? You have to realize you're running this race, and instead of focusing on the end, instead of focusing on the finish line, take a step back and realize that maybe there is no finish line. Because life is a continuous journey, you know what I mean? Once I get the abs that I want, now a new goal appears. I have to maintain these abs. I can't get overweight or just not work on them anymore. Just because I have them doesn't mean I can't strengthen them. You know what I mean? There will always be another finish line. It's a never-ending race. Until you die, you are going to be running for the rest of your life. And that's why it's so important for you to enjoy the journey. Because not only, I feel like if you enjoy the journey, it'll go faster. I noticed that I started noticing my abs after a few days of going to the gym and hitting them. I wasn't really paying attention. And then all of a sudden I was like, whoa, it's actually happening. And then my mind started to think, oh my God, I'm getting abs. I gotta get abs. And now I'm cutting myself off because it doesn't feel like a chore. It still is fun. I love hitting the gym. Abs, as painful as they are, they're fun. I might be crazy. Call me crazy, but I like hitting them. And yeah, I had to make sure to catch myself before I fell into a kind of, I don't know what the word, a period in which I start worrying about my appearance and about my progress. Before I start going to the gym and coming back and not seeing really anything different, I need to stop myself before I start worrying about that. Because that's when it becomes toxic. And it's the same for my acne. You know what I mean? It takes time to remove them. You're not going to just put face soap on and it's all going to go away. You know what I mean? You have to commit to making sure you're always cleaning your face when you need to clean your face and just taking the right measures and not thinking about when the acne is going to go away, but instead just doing it, making it routine and appreciating it. I wouldn't say I have fun like putting soap on my face. It's not really something that I would say brings me joy, but it feels good, so you could say that. I don't know. But yeah, just appreciating the fact that, just being grateful for the fact that you get to wash your face. People say, oh, that's such a small thing, but not everybody has the liberty to just go to the pharmacy, buy face soap, and make sure their face is clean. There's a lot of people who are there. You don't even need to talk about a third world country. You can just go out in the street and see the homeless people. You know what I mean? You have to be grateful because you have what they don't have. You have the ability, as small as your apartment is, you have the ability to wake up, it's a couch, but you get to go to sleep under a roof, and there's running water. You can shower, you can wash your face, you can use the bathroom, you can eat, you have enough money to go out and buy food and have fun with your friends, and you need to be grateful for all of that. And yes, I am talking to myself here, but if you relate to that, then you relate to that, you know what I mean? Just be grateful for everything. Like, shit, even be grateful that these lights are on. A lot of people don't have electricity. And you can really dumb it down to the littlest things, but you have to be grateful for everything in your life and realize that you are living now. Your life isn't going to start when you achieve these goals. It's already started. It started when you were born. You know what I mean? You've been living. There's no such thing as once I start living, I can't wait to start living my life. You already are, bro. It's such a term that's just been thrown around. And you can live the good life in any situation. It just depends on your perspective and your mindset. Obviously, I'm more blessed than a lot of people, so it might come off as hypocritical for me to talk. Well, not hypocritical, but I guess stupid for me to talk about that. I know I'm not one of the most blessed people on the earth. You know what I mean? I have my own struggles, mostly economic, but with my family, but shit, I'm still more blessed than I would say a majority of the world, which is crazy to think about that, which is why you have to be so grateful. Realize that perspective is everything. Just because I live with my dad in the projects in New York for half the year because, it was my dad, divorced parents, whatever. Just because I live here instead of living in a mansion doesn't mean that my life isn't good. Because I enjoy life. I enjoy the journey. I enjoy just living. And I know I've been living for a long time. That shit, bro. Almost 17 years of living. My life isn't going to start. It already has started. Changing your life doesn't mean starting a new one. It means just altering your path. That's what people need to realize. When you move somewhere, you don't start a new life. You just are in a different situation. You start a new chapter. You turn the pages in the book and you end up somewhere else. Before high school, I didn't expect to live in New Orleans for half the year, go to school there, and then share a house with my dad, stepmom, and sister in the projects for the other half of the year. What? I didn't expect that. But guess what? It's a new chapter. You know what I mean? When I was 13, I didn't expect to be on the path to becoming a professional soccer player. But shit, it's a new chapter. And yeah, I just need to, now I'm speaking to myself, but I need to stop worrying so much about the end goal. Make a mindset switch real quick. I don't know what that was. But really, yeah, I have to stop worrying so much about the end goal, about the finish line. Because what's the point? If I'm going to worry about getting to this finish line, it's going to take me longer because the stress is going to wear me out faster. And it's going to make it harder for me to achieve my goals. And once I achieve that goal, I feel good. And then it's another goal. It's another finish line. It's the never-ending 800. I mean, shit, even I have goals for the 800. I want to run it in under 2 minutes. But I can't worry about that. Because guess what? I have a lot of work to do. I gotta shave off 17 seconds. No, it was 2:12. Hey, I can shave off 17 seconds anyways, but that's not the point. Yes, I run 2:12 800, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to say. I have to find joy in track practice, in doing those drills, running around the track 100 billion million times to get that speed and stamina to run the 800 sub 2. Instead of trying to think about, am I getting any faster? Am I going to run sub 2 tomorrow? No, you're not. You're not going to run sub 2 tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I can. But that's not what I'm trying to say. It was a bad point. I'm not trying to say I can't run sub 2. Because I know I can. I know I'm so 100% capable of it. And even faster than that. What I'm trying to say is I shouldn't really expect myself to and hold myself to that standard and then just for it to be dropped down if I'm not even putting in the work, if I'm not even enjoying what I'm doing. Because what's the point of doing something if you don't enjoy it? You know what I mean? That's why I am not taking a math class next year, because I don't enjoy it. Because I find it just futile to do it if I just want to punch myself in the face every time I do math. I will do some tutoring to keep myself sharp because, that's always a good skill to have, knowing how to do math. But stuff like calculus, like hearing about it from my girlfriend, my ex, I knew I wouldn't have fun. So that's what's scary about this whole enjoying the journey thing, is that you have to catch yourself before you stop loving what you're doing. Like, imagine if I never had that mind sweat. After those 2 soccer workouts where I really didn't do bad and I was getting angry and stuff because I was missing shots, imagine if I didn't catch myself. Imagine if I kept falling down that rabbit hole and then eventually hating soccer. Because that happened to me before. That's why it was so quick for me to get out of that. Because in freshman year, I was not only really antisocial and had no confidence, but every time I dreaded going to practice, bro. Like, I understand the nerves for soccer games. Even JV, there's a little nerves because you're thinking about your performance, blah, blah, blah. Not really for me anymore because I've changed, but back then I knew I was really nervous. But I was nervous to go to practice. And then after all that, I ended up hating soccer. And I took a whole break from soccer. I just played straight basketball sophomore year, and then after basketball ended, because I did terrible on the basketball team too. I didn't let it get to me though, because I still love playing basketball, as I said, because I wanted to play basketball today. But during the track season, I was doing a Saturday league soccer with all my friends and some new people. Not only was I meeting new people and engaging in a new social environment, but that love for the game was coming back, because I started to realize, like, damn, I'm good at soccer. I scored 10 goals in one Saturday league game, bro. That's when gotta level up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I enjoyed that because not only was there no pressure, but what made me realize No, that no pressure situation of the Saturday League, and me realizing that it's just the Saturday League, there's no pressure, made me figure out how to alleviate pressure on myself, which is what allowed me to do like how I did for JV my junior year. I would step on the field, either started the first game I came off the bench and then I would step on the field with no nerves at all. It was like a completely new person. You know, based off of freshman year soccer and basketball, sophomore year, I was like a completely new person. And what allowed me, in the end, was to go full circle here to finish this up. What allowed me to alleviate that pressure was my love for soccer, my new rekindled, even stronger, passionate love. Pause, that sounds so weird. For soccer. Because I knew there was no point in putting pressure on myself. Because why would I make the game I love the most unenjoyable with all that pressure? What's the point? There's no point in putting pressure. Because not only will you perform better if you put no pressure on yourself, but you will have more fun. And you'll be more clear-minded. What sucks about that one game, though, when I came on with no pressure the first game, some dude sacrificed his head for the team. I hit this powerful-ass shot. Dude took, like, the Van Persie dive. No, not Van... It was Van Persie? Yeah, it was Van Persie. To head my ball away, bro. But I can't think about that because it's the past. And now my shots aren't getting blocked by any defenders, bro. Fuck that. Not even the goalie can stop me. So, that's what I'm saying is, it's good to think, it is very good, it's very healthy to sit and think about how much progress you've made in the past year, in the past 6 months, in the past month, in the past week, and just pat yourself on the back. I am very proud of myself. I was watching this video that I recorded of my training from April, my solo training, and looking at that made me so proud of how far I've come, because I'm like 100, 1,000 times better than I was in April. It's July now. That's like 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I was a completely different person. I was worse at soccer. I'm not going to deny that. And I don't need to deny that because I know now that I'm a lot better at soccer. Go out of the door, dude. Go out of the door. Go. Motherfucker, get out of the bathroom. Hold up. Go. Damn. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. I'm about to shower. But yeah, just to bring it full circle, you'll just have so much more fun if you stop and enjoy yourself. You know, even when, and it's hard for me because, no, I didn't. It's hard for me, especially because I get really cranky when I'm hungry and it's hot. Or it's hot. If it's really hot, I start to get a little annoyed because, you know, I don't like to sweat a lot. And it's just unenjoyable to be in really hot heat. And when I'm hungry, like right now, I'm not cranky because I'm better than that. I'm able to control myself. But I become bad when, you know, it just becomes a little harder to control myself when it's hot and I'm hungry. This happened to me 2 days ago when I went to go play soccer with my dad. But it was like not really playing, it was a workout, but still, it's playing soccer, you know what I mean? I went to this field that I usually go to. It was early in the morning because it was going to be the hottest day of the year, so I was like, I got to get my soccer workout in the morning. I went there at like 10:30, just not early enough. I should have gotten out of the house way earlier, but I woke up too late, so you know what happens. I woke up at like 9. Ooh. And yeah, it was hot as fuck. I didn't really eat anything. I tried to eat this bacon, egg, and cheese I got, but one was too hot, and the dude didn't even chop up the bacon. So it was stringy and it was just hard to eat. I ended up eating it later. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I barely ate anything. I was still a little hungry, a lot hungry, because I had to get out of the house to go do this workout. And yeah, the first, I would say a majority of it, I was angry.